Hey everyone, Cal Mike here from MLive.com, joined by Justin Rogers. The Lions have a game this weekend. Justin, I'm not sure if you've heard about it. This little thing, 11-4 versus 11-4, first place versus first place. It's for all the marbles, as the kids say, back in 1950.
Well, NFC North title, if nothing else. It's exciting. It's meaningful football. End of the year, something this town is not accustomed to, and should enjoy.
I mean, the Lions haven't won a championship since '93. They've never won a North championship since its inception. This is a historic game for the Lions, and obviously they have that 23-game losing streak dating to 1991. I was 5 back with the last time the Lions won there, and it's just incredible the history they're fighting against, and with the chance to actually make some history in this game. How do you see it breaking down?
I think it's going to be a close football game. I know not a lot of people are giving the Lions a shot in this one. I definitely don't think they're the favorite or likely to come away with a victory, but they certainly have a shot. The defense travels in this league, and Aaron Rodgers has lost to 3 very good defenses this year in Buffalo, Detroit, and Seattle. All those games have been on the road. He hasn't been tested by a unit quite like that. At home, he's nearly flawless at home.
It's incredible. But 2 years without a pick. That's just incredible.
Almost 400 passes. Now it's an NFL record. And all that said, I think the Lions are the type of team that could give him problems, even at his place, enough to make the game competitive and for the team to have a shot going into the closing quarter.
Well, look, we've already seen it back in week 3. We've seen this movie before, and the Lions. I mean, their defense outscored the Packers' offense in that game 9-7. It's we've seen it before already. I think the Lions do have a blueprint defensively that is designed to stop a team like the Packers. I mean, with the rush defense up front, you can do so much with containing Lacy and containing Rodgers and what he does with his feet. At the same time, playing at Lambeau is a whole different animal, and I do see the Packers as vulnerable, especially against great defenses like the Lions. At the same time, I don't see how the Lions are going to do much offensively going up there, sub-30 temperatures, and facing a Packers defense that is playing its best football right now. No touchdowns allowed the past 2 weeks. You have to like what they're doing defensively, and I just see them as being too much. I think they'll confound what the Lions are trying to do offensively.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if the defensive game plans for both teams look very similar. The strategy to beat a team with a great passing game is a cover 2, a deep cover 2. Against Rodgers, Stafford, you can see those guys 15 yards deep at the line of scrimmage, and you got to win with your pass rush up front. And both these pass rushers are playing really well right now. I worry about the Lions with their 2 rookies up there. Packers are coming off a game where they had 7 sacks. Matthews and Peppers on the edge are playing exceptional. They've got 2 underrated interior linemen, so protecting Stafford, giving him enough time, and not only that, but just getting the push in the run game are going to be the keys for the Lions offensively.
Protecting Stafford's been an issue all year. He's taken almost twice as many sacks as last year, and now he's got 2 rookies protecting him with Waddle and Raiola both out. So some issues there. I do like what I've seen from the Lions rushing game with Joique Bell and Reggie Bush, and I think if the Lions are to win this game, they need good games from those guys, because again, I'm suspect with how much can be done through the air in a game with conditions like that. Stafford has done it before. We saw him light it up a couple of years ago in that 2011 season finale in the Matt Flynn game. But that being said, I think the running games are going to be extremely important in this game. Bell and Bush have been much better the past couple of weeks. Joique now for more than a month. He looks healthy. He's dealt with an Achilles thing, but he's looked healthy this week and past couple of days. And the Lions need a big game from him if they are going to have any shot at knocking off the Packers.
It's amazing. I don't have stats, but from that 2011 game, I would venture to guess that 80% of the rosters on both sides are different. It's just such a just the way that things turn over. But the way you mentioned, Bell needs a good game for the Lions to be successful. The Packers are also going to be looking to Lacy. The guy has been running very well as of late, averaging in the ballpark of 6 yards a carry the last 6. We all know the Lions' defense is historically good.
It's amazing. It really is.
So that matchup's going to be very compelling, because if they can shut down Lacy, they take away needing to put an extra defender in the box, that take away some of the play action stuff that Rodgers can beat you with. So the running game of all the things in this game are it's extremely important for both teams to establish it early and to have it successful through the duration.
The Lions did do that to Lacy in the first game, held him to 36 yards, his second worst game of the year, and did it almost primarily with 6- and 7-man boxes, which let them drop those 2 safeties back, and that's a whole different ball game when you have 2 safeties back against Rodgers. You can do a lot more. Score.
I am not going to be irrational. I'm not going to sip the Kool-Aid. I think it's going to be a close game. I certainly believe the Lions have a shot to win this one, but I'm not picking them. I've got it 23-16.
I see it 17-13 Packers. I think the Lions will be competitive. With the defense they have, that's always going to be the case. I just don't see how the offense. I don't see Matthew Stafford outdueling Aaron Rodgers on his home turf, and I just don't see it happening. It's as simple as that. I like the Lions' chances, and I see the Packers as vulnerable. I also see the Packers as the better team, especially at home. They do it to everyone, and especially the Lions. I don't think this year is going to be any different.
Agreed.
That's what we got. For Justin Rogers, I'm Kyle Meinke. We are MLive. Keep it right here.